first time setup of the Focus speakers, in this case Focus 10. So first step of course is connecting the power cable to first the primary speaker and the client speaker, and we turn each of the speakers on. The Dynaudio setup and control app will guide you through the whole of the setup process, one step at a time. So while you're waiting for the speaker to boot up, simply select the app. We select Add Speakers. We choose the speaker model we have, in this case Focus 10. So after a little while, the app will find the speakers. It will prompt you to connect the speakers to power, which we already did. It then asks, is the LED flashing white? So now the speakers are flashing white. So we press Next. It will search for the speakers and find, in this case, Dynaudio Focus 10. So we press this, and now we go to the next step of the setup process. Here the app will collect information about the Wi-Fi network, so we can get ready to get the speakers connected to the Wi-Fi. So the app has found the Wi-Fi network that the phone is connected to. We're ready to press Next, and the phone is ready to transfer the settings to the speakers. In this case, being an iPhone, we are connecting the speakers as an AirPlay speaker, so the Wi-Fi settings will automatically be transferred to the speakers. So the next step in the setup process is to set the primary and client speakers as left or right. So you're prompted which one is the primary speaker. Is that the left or the right speaker? In this case, it's the right speaker. We press Next, and we are now prompted to put the battery into the remote. When we put the battery into the remote goes into pairing mode and is automatically paired to the speakers. After we have paired the remote to the speaker, we press Next, and now the Wi-Fi setup is complete. The next steps in the app setup has more to do with the setup of the actual speakers. First step is select your speaker finish. So why do we need to know that? That is simply to show the right finish of the speaker in the setup app. Next step is select surroundings for the left speaker. This is because we have an EQ setting that allows us to compensate for the placement of the speaker. Is it in a neutral setting? Is it in a corner? Or is it near a wall? In this case, we will leave it at neutral. We'll do the same thing for the right speaker. Leave it at neutral. So the next step in the setup process is to select the startup time. You have two different options here. If you would like to have as low power consumption as possible, you can leave it as the standard setting, which is 2 watts standby power consumption. This requires a slightly longer startup time of 19 seconds. You could also select a faster boot up time of 3 seconds. In this case, you will have 7 watts of standby power. So make your selection based on your preference and go to the next step. So in the next step, the app will ask you to set up with Google Home. You can do this at this stage of the setup, or you can do it later. In this case, I'll choose later, and then we will do a separate video on that. The next step in the process is check for updates. So the app will go to the internet to find the latest update for the speakers and upload that automatically to the speakers. So we check for updates. In this case, the speaker already has the latest update, so there's nothing further to do on the firmware update. And now the setup is complete and we're ready to enjoy our music.